Did you all think I'd really forget? I would never forget the 50th anniversary of this movie. This is The French Connection. There's Gene Hackman, Roy Scheider, and Fernando Rey, directed by William Friedkin, and released in theaters October 7th, 1971. So, I don't do true forced loneliness videos anymore. I do a, how you say it? But I do still have TFL Thanksgiving. Now, what TFL Thanksgiving is it's an orphan Thanksgiving. So I don't go with family. I don't go with friends. I have it by myself. And every Thanksgiving, I order here fried chicken, fries, onion rings, and a salad. So as you can see there. So I am watching this. So we're looking at a scene right now. This is the scene where Gene Hackman is trying to tail Fernando. Now, Fernando Rey is the crime lord, right? He knows he's being tailed. Look at the way everything's being shot, just in and out of the city. You're in the gutter of the city. The camera angles, the feet, you're looking at feet shuffling. I mean, the tension as you're looking at legs and feet following, one person follows the other. It's a game of cat and mouse or Pac-Man and Ghost, though that's probably a poor reference in 1971, right? Because Pac-Man's not around. Anyway, so I ordered chicken. I got French dressing because why not? It's the French Connection. I got my brewed, what is this root beer? This is, it's a gourmet root beer. Anyway, it's Henry Weinhardt's. Anyway, so this movie came at a time when most of us had a rose-colored view of New York and the city, you know. What did we have? We had Dragnet, we had Broderick Crawford's Highway Patrol in the 1950s. Those Johnny Appleseed or Johnny Apple Pie or John Law bashes the bad guys with his fists, and he comes home and has apple pie with grandma and the kids, and they watch a nice television show or gather around the radio. It was a very rose-colored time, the 1950s and 60s, okay? Now, this event that took place in the night, based on a real event that took place in the 1960s with Eddie Egan and Sonny Grasso, the real-life cops who are in this movie, but they play detectives and sergeants. In this movie, they are the real-life people, but Popeye Doyle, played by Gene Hackman, and Roy Scheider, who plays Cloudy, his sidekick and his partner, they're investigating a drug operation, heroin, cocaine, and the cocaine's hidden in a car, and they take apart the car, and you know what happens in the end. Everybody loses except the bad guys. The bad guys get away, except the ones who get killed. The pretty girl Angie gets away. So at this point right now, this is the FBI played by the stunt captain of the movie, and so we get to this point where Fernando Rey's gonna wave his fingers, basically wave his fingers, say bye bye, and Gene Hackman's pissed off. So this is, I mean, 50 years later, this movie still holds up, I think, and I'm really amazed at what I'm kind of almost full right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna, you know what? They didn't even have toast. They used to have garlic toast. Now they stopped putting garlic toast in my damn dinners. I'm kind of a little bit pissed off about that. But you would, I mean, every year I would get garlic toast with all this, the chicken, the fries, the onion rings, the salad. I changed the ranch to French, but anyway, I'm repeating myself. So what this movie did was it opened people's eyes, and opened my eyes too, but it opened people's eyes as to the way things were in the real world, right? In some ways. You had movies like this, The Poseidon Adventure, The Towering Inferno, the Irwin Allen disaster movies, Earthquake, The Godfather with Tessio, Abe Vigoda, and Crime Lords, the one who got the horse head, and all these other crime people, while the baby was being christened, were getting whacked. So there were disaster movies. There were horrible movies. There were movies where death and destruction was imminent. And it would just end in a bloody way. Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye. You son of a... Get back here, I tell you. Get back here. Arr, son of a bitch. Anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty gruesome. So, yeah, I mean, this is a movie where everything goes to hell. Just like Revenge of the Sith. That's what prompted George Lucas to make those original movies. Because he wanted to make movies about hope and faith and believe in the dream. So I'm going to conclude by saying watch this movie if you have never seen this. It was followed up by a sequel based in 1974 called The French Connection 2, because I guess the studio felt they wanted Fernando Rey to get caught by Gene Hackman, but it was not based on anything. It was just a stupid sequel. So don't watch that, but watch the first movie. Watch it only if you're curious. And so you got Sonny Grasso there playing an undercover detective. And what they're doing at this point is watching the real trade-off between the guy who runs the candy shop and Fernando Rey's character. You know, Fernando Rey being the debonair, Rico Suave, clean, sterling, rich-looking guy, and the grim, gritty hero, which is Gene Hackman and Roy, because it's just sort of these opposites that William Friedkin wanted to create, and he just had a creative mind. And you'll have copycats try to do the same exact thing, but it's never as good as this. Even the train scene where they didn't want to do the Steve McQueen stuff. They wanted to do a car outrunning a train. Amazing stuff. So that scene's coming up. But for now, I'm going to leave you all with this thought. I just love this movie. This is what I do for Thanksgiving. And if you have problems with friends and family, you can have this too. I'm probably going to get Pioneer Chicken next time.